What's up, guys? It's Tony
and AJ, and we are the JordanFellas.
Welcome back to DIY Life, where we go out into the world, share our experience with you, making mistakes so you don't have to.
Have you guys noticed we keep changing that intro?
It's not wrong.
Yeah, it's because we're trying to see what works best on YouTube landscape. So tell us what you guys think.
Yep, short or long. It's your decision. So, what is this video about, AJ?
Well, I'm glad you asked. First, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you guys know that the U.S. Congress is the most privileged nursing home in the U.S.?
I did not know that.
Yeah, the average age of a senator there is 65,
Really?
whereas the average age of a U.S. citizen is 39.
That's a massive gap.
It is.
Wow.
We call this kind of government a geontocracy.
That's a really big word, so I'm just gonna call it the big G.
Big
The big G! Alright, so what is the big G? You gotta say it like that, or else you may say it incorrect. Right, AJ?
I can agree.
Yes. So, 5th century philosopher Plato said that it was when the elder to rule and the young to submit. I don't know about you, but I've never been one to submit.
I can agree with you there, not a big fan.
Yet, if you don't know, Sparta, the city-state, actually had this type of government, specifically the council. It was called geriatrics. I don't know if I pronounced that way, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just also gonna call it the big G as well.
There are two big G's.
The big G2 and the big G. Big G.
Just shows like the big G and the little G. Gotcha.
Exactly.
So, what is this government comprised of? How does it work?
So, it's like the Supreme Court, but except you have to be over the age of 60 and you serve for life. Basically the Supreme Court.
Okay, makes sense. Wait, hold on. Wouldn't they like die earlier because like they didn't have medical technology and stuff back then?
No. They actually, you see, the average lifespan in Sparta, around that time, was roughly 80 years old, so they get an extra 20 years. But it would have a higher chance of dying at the age of like 10.
That makes sense. Okay, that makes more sense.
Like a child warrior. It happens sometimes.
Fair.
So what happened to Sparta? Well, they got eaten by the Romans because of the willingness to fight.
That makes sense. We know when one conqueror's coming over, numbers outdo them. And even if they have 300 soldiers, those 300 can't beat, well, Romans.
A million Romans. And of course, the military generals were actually really old.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine an 80-year-old who trying to lift a 30-pound shield in one arm and a 10-pound spear in the other would be particularly battle ready.
Exactly.
So they kind of reminds me of the Celts, back in when Ireland was mostly just inhabited by tribesmen.
Yeah.
There were these druids who traveled around.
Empire, though.
They would. They traveled around and they offered knowledge to those who needed it. They were kind of mystics and healers, you see. And so they would provide their knowledge to help people. And I think right there shows exactly how geography works and how it will function properly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I think on a small scale, like for a tribe, geography can work because the elders are giving their knowledge to tribes. But when you
have wisdom, exactly.
Wisdom, get that knowledge. But when they get bigger, you have more options. And at that point, they start becoming more self-serving.
Yes, and around that time, like, times changed. Back in that time, the same technology was being used, but like in modern day, there are now like guns and stuff, like, that you can't be using stuff from like the 1800s because now we have like automatics instead of like, flintlocks,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so that's actually a big reason as to why, some people are doing this, as they're gonna die anyways.
Guess what?
I can agree there. We're all gonna die one day.
They won't live the point, but they're gonna die sooner.
Yeah, that's true.
But remember, not only was the Celts, the Spartans in the U.S., it's not the only countries that had this issue. I'm gonna name 3 other ones. So, let's start off with Peru.
Peru?
The Republic of Peru. They have 2 of the oldest leaders to ever still be running. They're dead now, unfortunately. But Francisco Morales, he lived to be at the age of 100.
100? Wow, he hit the triple digits.
Yeah.
Gotta commend him.
Yep, but he was still running. He was still in that. He was still ruling a country at the age of 100.
Wow.
Yeah. He died while still in office.
Okay.
And then we have Jose, Luis? Is that how I pronounce it? I'm sorry. I think I could be wrong. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I don't English too good.
You know, it's only one day. You know, one day I'm with you. One day we'll make it.
One day, yeah. So, he actually lived to be at the age of 94.
94. Okay, yes. So Peru is definitely a gerontocracy.
Yeah, and just to be clear, this is very fairly. It's not too recently. It's not like 2000s, but it's like Jose died in 1975, and then Francisco, he died in 1980s. That's a 15 years age difference in those two.
Wow, that makes it okay. So what I'm hearing is that they were definitely just a bunch of old people ruling. I don't see how that could really, help them innovate.
Exactly.
So you said you have more examples. What are those?
Yeah, we got nationalist Spain. This is nationalist Spain, not modern day Spain. Spain is different things. Nationalist Spain was ruled by, of course, the nationalist leader Francisco Franco, who died at the age of 82 in 1975.
Well, that's pretty dang interesting.
Yes, it is. And of course, we can't forget about the big, red, communist Soviet Union.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So they too were shocked. Oh, explain this.
Oh, for a long time. Ever since Lenin's death, he died at the age of 53, by the way.
Okay.
Ever since Lenin's death, when Stalin died, he died at the age of 74.
What?
And throughout the years, he got older and older until in 1985 with Mikhail Gorbachev. I'm pretty sure I said Mikhail Gorbachev correctly. I'm right.
We'll see. But I believe in you.
See.
I believe in you.
Yeah, we'll have like a star to see if I spelled it correctly. I got it. Trust me. So, and not only was he one of the younger ones, in fact the only younger ones in the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
He also unbanned Coca-Cola. What a legend.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna see what all of the most babysat members of Congress have in common.
Yeah, I love that game. Let's run it back.
Let's do it. If you guys can get it right, you guys will win a cookie.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna send you a cookie.
Don't worry, they'll get their cookie. First up, we have Mitch McConnell, age 81. He's a Senate minority leader and is fond of freezing up during press conferences and staring off into space. Hey, Jay, what's going on?
What?
You almost didn't get to hear about how his net worth is $34 million.
That was me. Alright. $34 million? Give me some of that.
I would want that too.
Give me that.
Next up is Dianne Feinstein, age 90.
Hey, age 90. Alright.
She's a senator of California and relinquished power of attorney to her daughter.
What?
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, if someone can't legally be held for their own, ability to handle their own life decisions, how can they be entrusted with the power to make decisions for others?
That's what I'm saying. That makes no sense. Now, what's their net worth? Because I bet you're gonna tell me, aren't you?
Her net worth is $220 million.
Okay.
My question too.
That is nothing. Legit nothing compared to Biden's. Which, let's go ahead and jump it down with Biden. Sleepy Joe Biden, who is 80 years old, and of course, the 48th president of the United States. So, what brought Biden's claim to fame? Well, he reportedly mistook his wife to be his sister.
Almost.
West Virginia.
Whoa! Well, we cannot say those allegations are true. The South does not have incest. Don't say that. All right, don't say that.
Yeah, not at all.
All right. So, of course, he also said that his son, Bo, died in Afghanistan versus brain cancer.
Wasn't he also away from the army for like a decade too?
I believe so. We're gonna have to fact check that, but
yeah. Also, isn't it also true that he ran for president back in the 80s, but couldn't because everyone called him a liar and he couldn't?
It's like this man is a liar and he cannot be trusted. A couple years later, yeah, he's president. All right.
Wow.
In fact, funny enough, speaking of military, we weren't talking about military, but we're gonna talk about it now. during the recipients of the Medal of Honor, he walked off stage before the ceremony started, leaving the person alone.
Wow.
Awkward. Ooh. And of course, recently, effect on 9/11, he said that he was still on ground zero, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that he was in DC that day.
Yeah, when it actually happened, he literally caught himself in 4K.
There was like 10 cameras just like, hey, what's that? Set that, run it back, please.
Yeah. So his net worth, as you know,
it's only 10 million. I know. He would actually like $1 billion. Because nah, he's just 10 million.
So you have to make up for that. You can't say that Dianne Feinstein has a lower net worth than him. And they're not to give it. So give us a little higher one. Come on. What do you have?
All right. We got Nancy Pelosi.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah. If you don't know who Nancy Pelosi is, she is the first woman to ever serve as speaker. In fact, she got that award in 2007, which is pretty nice. Yeah. Right now she is 82. All right. Yep. She actually said that she was going to be backing down in 2022 for running from being a part of the House.
Oh, that's nice.
2023, she said that she was planning on rerunning.
Wow.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It's funny because she also has a net worth of 290 million. Yeah, I know.
Okay, so you may have beaten Dianne Feinstein by a teeny bit.
Yeah, not like that. Did you know that she actually was in JFK's inauguration? And yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How old was she? She wasn't a baby at that point, right?
She's actually 20.
She was 20 during JFK's inauguration?
Yeah, she was probably in college. Was she in college? I don't know. Fact check it for me. Thank you.
Wow. Okay, that is a lot more.
It's okay.
Okay, but no, hold on. We gotta get back to topic.
Also,
now,
by the way, she made $140 million just last year.
If you guys want to know why we keep bitching in net worth, and it's actually the reason why, if you guys answer this correctly, what they all have in common is their net worth.
Wait, I'll give you 1 second. Alright, I'll say it for you. Insider trading!
That's right, that's how they get their money.
Yep.
Do you want to go into what insider trading is?
No, I think you should take this one.
I gotcha.
So, insider trading is trading information that has not been made public yet. Since Congress is the one who creates the laws, that gives them privileged information.
That's how it works. They use stocks.
Yeah, or company or stock. They can then invest in said company or stock. Therefore, they basically rig the game so that they always win and make a ton of money off it.
This quote is from Senator Jeff Merkley.
Congressional stock trading is deeply corrupt, as we are elected to serve the public, not our portfolios. And no member should vote on based bias by the character of their own holdings. Senator Jeff Merkley.
I agree with that. That was a very good quote.
Yeah, give me a hug, Brother AJ.
I mean, I would, but whether you...
Give me a hug!
Like, calm down. I'll do it after the video. I'll give you that, though. So, I think we can summarize this whole video into one word line. When a government grows and the people running it begin to care more about their own interests and not the interests of their people, they become more self-serving, and the government fails. That is why every gerontocracy in ever to exist has eventually fallen.
Give me some.
It's not sustainable.
Psych!
It's not sustainable.
High five.
Take show. Guys, you know
Guys, don't give me a high five.
We'll give you a high five after. Let's do this.
And you know what that means, guys?
Jordan's out.